Hello students. So in the previous classes we had discussed about different equations like we have seen what is acceleration, we have seen what is velocity. Just to recap, so velocity, it is nothing but the displacement by time. So in velocity we consider displacement, whereas if we are calculating speed we consider distance. So speed is distance by time, whereas velocity is displacement by time. So we have also seen what is uniform motion and non-uniform motion. So if the body is traveling equal intervals in equal distance in equal intervals of time, then it is said to be uniform motion. Whereas in non-uniform motion, it travels in equal intervals of time. It is not traveling the same amount of distance. So the distance is varying. So if we plot that graphically, so let's see how we'll get a uniform motion, a non-uniform motion, and which is traveling at the same velocity, and how we can calculate the distance using the time graphs. So let's say that so time and distance. So we'll represent this by S. So time will tabulate two values. Suppose say at time 0 the body is still in rest. So at time 0 the distance is 0. So it has not started moving. Suppose if we take 1 second, so this is in seconds. So in 1 second, if the body has traveled 10 meters, let this be in meters. So if the body has traveled 10 meters in 1 second, so in the next second, that is after 2 seconds, if it has traveled 20 meters. So similarly, after 3 seconds, it would have covered 30 meters. So 4 seconds, 40, 5 seconds, 50 meters, and so on. So here we can see that the object is moving uniformly, because if we take this, the time difference is 1 second, and the distance that it has covered is 10 meters. Here if we take, it has covered 10 meters, from 10 to 20 it has covered 10 meters in 1 second. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ 0 ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, 10 ಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ? 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 10 ಇಂದ 20 ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅದು 10 ಮೀಟರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದೆ? ಆವಾಗಲೂ 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್. ಸೊ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ 20 to 30 ಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 10 ಮೀಟರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಟೈಮ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿರೋದು 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್. ಸೊ if we plot this, let's take distance in y-axis. So this is graph. You are all familiar with the graph. So this is y-axis and this is x-axis. So we'll take distance along y-axis and time along x-axis. So since that time is in seconds, that is 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here we'll take, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So similarly, distance, it's also in the, like the difference is 10. So we'll take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and so on. So we can even take 1 here in the distance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But instead of 10, if you would have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then y-axis would have gone above. So that's the reason we have taken, instead of 1, we have taken 10, 20, so that plotting becomes easier. So at 0 time, the distance is also 0. So the object is here. Next, at 1 second, the object has travelled 10. So at 1 second, it has travelled 10 meters. So similarly, After 2 seconds, it has traveled 20. 2 seconds, it has traveled 20. 3 seconds, 30. 4 seconds, 40. 5 seconds, 50. So this is how we get the points. So what we need to do is, we need to draw a line. So when we draw a line, it's almost straight and it is passing from the origin, that is 0, 0. So it is passing from the origin. So it's a straight line because it's an uniform motion. So if it is uniform motion, we get the straight line. So this is distance and this is time. So how can we calculate velocity? We know that, or speed, we know that speed is equal to distance by time. So if you have to calculate speed, say after 3 seconds, so what is the speed? Or they might ask you, what is the speed from 2 seconds to 3 seconds? Suppose say an object is moving, so what was its speed, or what is its speed when it is traveling from 2 seconds to 3 seconds? So at this time what you need to do is, you need to take the difference. So from here, that is, draw a dotted line. I need to find from 2 seconds to 3 seconds. So similarly, distance, this, so this part, so this part of the distance and this part of the time. So if you want to calculate this, that is, this is 30. So this corresponds to 30. Similarly, this corresponds to 20 because 20 is here. So if I draw a line, so it passes through 20. Similarly, this is straight line. So even this will be 20. So speed, distance by time. So we need to take the difference. That is, suppose say if we take this as S2, this as S1. So it will be S2 minus S1. Similarly for time, this is T2. At 3 seconds, it has travelled 30, that is S2. So this will be T2. At 2 seconds, it has travelled 20. So this will be T1. So it is T2 minus T1. So this is something very important. So using this, we can calculate speed at any given time or at any particular moment. So we can use this. So what is S2 here? S2 is 30 minus S1, that is 20, divided by T2, that is 3, minus T1, that is 2. So 30 minus 20 is 10, 3 minus 2 is 1. So it is 10 meter per seconds. So the speed between 2 seconds and 3 seconds is 10 meter per second. So similarly, you can calculate for any particular time. So if you want to calculate, say instead of consider this as T1, I will take this as T1. So from what is the speed of an object from 1 second to 3 seconds? So this will be T1. So this will be the distance that is corresponding to 1 second, that is 10. This will be S1. The distance corresponding to 3 seconds, that is 30. This will be S2. So you need to calculate this slope. Actually, this is the slope. Slope gives us the speed. So here S2 is 30. S1 is 10. So S2 minus S1. S2 is 30. S1 is 10. T2, that is 3. T1, that is 1. So what do you get here? 30 minus 10 is 20. 3 minus 1 is 2. So this is also 10 meter per second. So in both the cases you are getting 10 and 10, obviously, because this is traveling in uniform motion. So the speed wherever you calculate has to be the same. So in this particular situation, even if you calculate from here to here, from 5 seconds to 1 second, even there it has to be 10 meter per second. So this is for uniform motion. Be careful. Here I have given distance and this is time. So the next problem I will be solving velocity time graph. So this is distance time graph. So next let's see velocity time graph. So we will see the non-uniform motion after some time, but let's see velocity time graph and how do we calculate the distance. So y-axis and x-axis. So here in y-axis I will take velocity. In x-axis I will take time. So if we know the velocity and time, so we can calculate the displacement. So we know that displacement is velocity into time. So we are multiplying velocity and time to find the displacement. So let's take the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here also we will take the same thing. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So if we take the similar graph where the velocity is increasing linearly. In the earlier problem we saw displacement or distance time graph, but here this is velocity time graph. So the difference is there the distance was increasing linearly, but here velocity is increasing linearly. Suppose say at 1 second the velocity is 10 meter per second. At 2 seconds the velocity is 20 meter per second. At 3 seconds velocity is 30 meter per second, so on. So what's happening here? Actually the velocity is increasing, not the distance, velocity. So when you are going on a bike, so you start from 0. When the bike is at rest, the velocity is 0, it's not moving, so it is 0. So slowly, initially you put first gear, so the speed will be say 10. After once, that is after 2 seconds, you will shift to second gear, so velocity slightly increases to 20. After traveling 3 seconds, slowly you will again change the gear, so you will increase to third gear, velocity increases to 30. Again slowly, after 4 seconds it goes to 40. So this is how you will be traveling, right? So you won't, like when the bike is at rest, so all of a sudden you won't put to, or you won't go to fifth gear and start riding, because it's very difficult. Slowly you will start increasing the velocity. So here also the same thing is happening. So if you want to calculate how much distance or what is the displacement after 4 seconds. So if you want to calculate what is the displacement after 4 seconds. So displacement is velocity into time. So here you are multiplying, you are not dividing. So that's the reason you should be very careful between the graph what they have given. So here velocity, time is 4 seconds. So velocity here from this point, so draw a dotted line. So from here, okay, from here if you draw a dotted line, this corresponds to 40. So velocity here is 40, time is 4. So this is 160 meters. So since velocity is in meter per second, so this is meter per second. So time is in seconds. So 40 meter per second into 40, that is 160 meters. So similarly, if you want to travel, or if you want to calculate what is the displacement after 3 seconds, so same thing. So draw a line. So this is 3 seconds. So from here you need to draw a line. So after 3 seconds, the velocity will be 30. Velocity is 30. Time is 3. So it is 30 into 3. 90 meters. So what is this 90 actually? So if you see this displacement, that is velocity into time. So this area gives the displacement. So displacement is the area under this graph from x-axis. So this area gives the displacement. So remember this, the area under the graph is giving us displacement. So similarly, so hope you are clear with this. So we'll take one more graph. So same, time in seconds, then velocity in meter per second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on. So similar, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and so on. Suppose say an object is moving with a velocity of 50 meter per second. So from the starting itself, it is moving with a velocity of 50 meter. It means that the time we start counting, suppose a bike is coming, so it passes in front of me. From that moment I start calculating the time. So and I need to know how much distance it has traveled after 6 seconds. ಸೊ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಬೈಕ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಬೈಕು ಪಾಸ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಯಾವುದೋ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಅದು ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಈ ರೋಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೈಕ್ ಬಂತು, ಆ ಬೈಕ್ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಇದೆ. ಅದೇ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿಲಿ ಅದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿಲಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬೈಕ್ ಬಂತು, ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿಲಿ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಯಿತು. ನೀವು ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ 6 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. 6 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ is 50. So it is moving with constant velocity. It means that at 0 seconds it will be 50. At 1 second it will be 50. 2 seconds it will be 50. 3, 50. 4, 50. 5, 50. 6, 50. So it is traveling with a constant velocity. So the graph will be like this. It will be a straight line. So if you want to find what is the distance or what is the displacement after 5 seconds, so ನಾವು ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ 5 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ದೂರ ಹೋಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಸೇಮ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಏರಿಯಾ ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿಸ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಇಂಟು ಟೈಮ್. ಸೊ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ that is 50. Time, that is 5. So that is 250 meter. So after 5 seconds, it has traveled 250 meter. So what is this 250? This is also the area under this graph. So this area is giving us the displacement. So this is something which you need to be very careful. So there are so many such graphs, and this is not just helpful for your 9th standard. So even when you go to your first PUC and if you take science, so you will be studying the same thing. So be perfect with this. So it's going to help you in many other situations also. So with this, I'll be ending this class. So in the next class, we'll see the different equations based on the same, that is velocity time graph or distance time graph. So you'll be seeing 3 important equations. So thank you. Have a great day.